The countdown has indeed begun for Sunita Williams' homecoming, and even as we speak, the Dragon capsule is currently in Earth's orbit and it will be making a re-entry later tonight. But in the run-up, there's a lot of action that's coming in. The Prime Minister has also penned a heartfelt note for Sunita Williams, the astronaut who, along with Butch, Wilmore and others, were stranded on the International Space Station for 9 months after their Boeing Starliner spacecraft ran into technical difficulties. In fact, family members of Sunita Williams are waiting with bated breath for the arrival of Sunita Williams back to Earth. And this morning at around 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time, the Dragon capsule undocked from the International Space Station and it is now on course for the splashdown. Now, to give us more insights, we have former ISRO Deputy Director S.V. Sharma joining us live on this broadcast. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Sharma. Firstly, sir, how do you look at the Prime Minister's heartfelt note for Sunita Williams ahead of her homecoming?
He had always been very kind and very humane, and that's his gesture, whichever the situation it may be, and whoever it may be. Irrespective of the party, irrespective of the country, irrespective of irrespective of anything, he had been very kind to the entire world, for the entire humanity. I think really we should appreciate. We have such a wonderful Prime Minister who is extreme. First thing is humane. Rest everything comes in, including those. If you are seen in the war-torn places, also he had always been saying the peace and saving the man and the men is what he had been always saying. I think this is really very encouraging of him to say these very kind words at this juncture.
Dr. Sharma, the spacecraft that Sunita Williams is traveling in is the Dragon capsule of the SpaceX. Is it equipped for to manage the heat? What kind of materials are used as far as the heat shielding is concerned? Because when it makes a re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, it needs a lot of equipment to withstand that particular friction that is caused when the spacecraft is making an entry.
Yeah. The latest update is that undocking happened exactly at 10:35 a.m. Indian Standard Time, and it was successfully undocked. And there are about 16 and 17 thrusters in the engine, which was fired for 20 minutes to see that it is separated from the ISS for a safe distance so that it doesn't collide with the space station in its orbit back to Earth. So this is the first and foremost thing. And the second thing is that there is a 17 hours long journey for this capsule to reach the Earth. And in that, the 16-hour journey is something which is in the Earth orbit, which is very nominal and very normal type of operation, which we do for every satellite, which is in orbit of around 400 kilometers, what we call it as the low Earth orbit. We do this maneuvering of the satellite in the orbit, and which is natural, and there is no much anxiety in this 16 hours. In 16 hours, it takes about each revolution of the capsule around the Earth takes about 90 minutes. That means it takes about 9 revolutions across the Earth, and around 3:27 IST, we will be reaching the most crucial time. The latest update is that the touchdown is expected to be around 4:27 a.m. Indian Standard Time. That means around 3:27 1 hour. That is the 56 minutes of the crucial maneuvering of the capsule starts, and that is where it's the most important and the most concentrated effort has to be made to ensure that the capsule enters the Earth very safely. Therefore, in this 56 minutes, where we call it as the re-entry phase of the capsule into the Earth, the first 41 minutes is really crucial, where the rough braking happens and the fine braking happens. That's where the capsule enters the Earth. Enormous amount of heat is generated whenever a foreign body enters into the Earth because of the friction between the atmosphere and the body. Enormous amount of heat, about 1,000 to 2,000 degrees Kelvin is generated, and for that the module is completely equipped. Actually, there is what is called as heat shield. Heat shield is actually a space. If you want to ask me, it's a The problem is very complex, but the solution is very simple. That's how I would take it with the experience of 38 years in the space field. The solutions will be very simple. And what has been done in this particular mission is that the heat shield is a circular heat shield with a shift in its CG, what is called a center of gravity, which sacrifices itself and burns and then saves the crew inside the module. Very, very interesting. Normally, a simple wood can also be a heat shield, but here they have tried out wood earlier mission, but this particular time they have gone for a very special material which has been tested and thoroughly experimented in last 2-3 missions. CTX, it is called a CTX mission, a material which is reusable, and this material is extremely rugged and takes care of the heat. That is one part. Second part is 56 minutes is the most crucial. Please go back 2 minutes earlier, that is 59th minute. This module, we all know that it is weighing about 17,000 kg, that is 17 tons of weight is its weight, and it has 2 modules. One is the service module, other one is the crew module. Crew module is about 6 to 7 tons in weight, where it carries 4 astronauts. And the remaining 9 tons is the service module, where it carries all the electronics, it's the food, the oxygen, the related things for any contingency arrangements are all there in that period where it is before 56 minutes, that is 58th minute. At 57th minute, a portion of this module gets detached. That is, only the crew module will enter the Earth, and the service module will get burned in the normal way. And the re-entry part is only the module with the crew on board. And the crew on board is only about 6 to 7 tons, and it is nose up type of situation where the diameter of this module is about 4 meters and height will be about 5 to 6 meters. The remaining portion of it will get cut off, and that will re-enter separately, and that is not recovered. But the most important part to recover is this crew module with the 4 astronauts, where it is absolutely well protected, and every situation it is taken care. And last 15 minutes, Deepak, we must listen. 15 minutes of the last minute is again extremely crucial, where the speed of the vehicle, which is about 28,000 km/h, has to come down to 6.4 km/h.
That's right, Dr. S.V. Sharma. You know, the countdown is indeed on, and we at Republic will track each and every maneuver of that spacecraft till the splashdown happens later tonight. But many thanks for joining us.